wandering forward, working his way upstairs over that A side of the map. Qeon, however, able to find first kill. Is Sparrow going to be taken down? Crazy guy picks off Primy. The defuse getting started. About to be held to half. Aftershock, the Foresight out of the corner, sends it to Paranoia. It does not connect. And that's just going to be the defuse getting stuck the whole way throughout. Qeon.
TALON.
Yep.
And they're just maybe going to double down, and X-Arrow's ready.
Yeah, this time not going to be forced off the angle by Util, so is able to get the shot across. Or picked up. Primy looking to close that distance, looking to try to slide in, but back behind covers that smoke. Does obfuscate. Sparrow gets out to safety. Tiny, tiny ticklings of damage. All that he suffered thus far. As just the one going to be spotted here, but concussed into the corner. Jit going to be caught blinded up as well. Primy comes away with one, but Moniette finding two. Leaves Qeon out all alone. Death, the kill, etc. Rolling Thunder going to be online no matter what here for the breach, but
weak. You know, if you can shake it off, get a win. Oh, that's a great kill for Jit.
Does manage to find one. Cruz there for the swing in. Gets the trade onto Cushy. Still some decent damage dealt. Once again, C is going to be the target at the end of the day. TALON, and they get it done this time around. Salvos available for them as they scale forward, just ensuring that the rest of this site is opened up. Xfero playing a narrow margin. Shot's not going to connect though. Cruz off to the right-hand side. Able to avoid that damage.
Like that we're spreading the map a little bit here. Still that Rolling Thunder to consider.
He's online. The slow creep up. Jemkin just around the corner. Fake out. Catching the shot there, allowing him to swing over towards the back of sight. Bolt line going to be sent in. Moniette trying to desperately just tuck in behind this pillar. Is able to do so. Is now Cuz going to be lobbed in as well. Going to be taking down Xfero. Moniette going to fall all down the Jemkin. As, okay, they want to try to go for a crunch outside of A main. Primy at the same time tucked away. Able to find one. Looking for the second. Jemkin will turn back and find it. So all goes out. RQ finding that kill, trading it back. Maybe still scratching their heads, but are in an advantageous position. 4-2, the numbers. The stealth drone up close, cannot recover fast enough. Jit boys quick to strike, finding one, and maybe if you'd been able to find Jemkin, you start believing in the comeback here in the round. Instead, it is all down to Cruz, the IGL, to see if he can make anything happen. Salvos for the post plant will be one away from having an Armageddon of his own. Would have to be a 1v3 clutch.
Regardless for Cruz, get the plant down. Even if you die, you've got that Armageddon coming into the next round. But yeah, I mean, what a moment it would be for the IGL.
Spike planted.
See if he can hold this down.
He has done it in the past. Let's see if he can start right here. Maybe caught a glimpse here. Xfero playing on the angle pretty wisely and is able to stave him. RQ though scouting things out. Dimensional drift in play. Jemkin just trying to spot out these players. Sends out the flash around the corner. Jitboy's going to be taken down. Does send the Seal Garden all the same. So Primary is going to be jammed up. Moniette trying to arrive in from behind, but it's noted, and Cruz is there to find the kill. Crazy guy pushing forward, finding Die. Has managed to strike him down. One less player to deal with is Rolling Thunder. Now going to go across. Shot found. Qeon looking for a little bit more Aftershock. Trying to flush Crazy guy out of the corner. Comes away with the kill, and the defuse is just not there. Jemkin cannot make it happen. It's going to be a Red Bull clutch. Armageddon forces Jemkin forward. He's able to dodge it. Crazy guy going to be taken down at the same time. However, is this lurking to be looking good, but now Jemkin arriving around the back, finding one. Small falls Primy despite being tagged up. Does not get picked off. Answers one back, but then Moniette is there for the trade. Spike now still on the floor. The rest of TALON needing to crunch together, collapse in. Try to recover this spike. Qeon tagged up the Odin, still wreaking havoc, but they managed to just go ahead, persevere, and plow through. Now the A side is open, and Xfero is all alone.
Man, that was a great exchange for both teams. See if Xfero can get something done. 1v3, Qeon very weak, so has a chance. Not much in the way of Util to work with.
And whittled away at down to 65. Ty on the first angle and is able to find
Qeon and Primy. Oh,
Jemkin taking one, getting out. But look at this, Ty pushed forward, but Jemkin is wise to it. Comes away with the kill, shuts down that flank, keeps the op in play. Leaps forward, just trying to get closer to the C site that TALON continue to try to barrel their way into. And now you can tell, scratching their heads a bit, trying to assess, but they know that RQ just has complete control.
I think they're just trying to figure out what's around them while Util comes back off a cooldown, then try to make their move.
None of this hitting Jemkin keeps him firmly on that line. bit of damage, well, quite a bit of damage taken there as Cruz does suffer 2 blasts from those salvos.
Now's their moment. Got the salvos in the fault line.
Versus back one-dimensional drift coming through, but counter stun out. Cruz going to be finished off. Kahlua going to be taken down, and Sparrow will find the final 2. He pretty much the whole way through, but Plant does come through just alongside the box. Looks like it's going to be a triple fight into upper, and Crazy Guy's only going to be good for 1. Shit Boy's able to go ahead, trades it back. Still some damage taken. Steel Garden online, however. Trying to take some of the bite out of this retake is for now. It's going to be that fake walking forward here on towards the site. Armageddon goes across. Full control of upper. Baby door in their hands. A turn of the flash. Cruz sliding down, sliding forward, but this time fully blinded up. They turn back. Cushy able to find it. Taps the defuse. Paid out a little bit more. In the meantime, Kahlua is completely contained over on this side, and now is all on his lonesome to try to interrupt the defuse being held. Finds the first. Oh, that he's going to be in a shallow position, so they're looking for the hunt. The shorty, however, is there, and Xpero collects 2 kills right into his trap.
Down A.
His 3 do fall. Smoke dissipating. Snappy shot. Jemkin able to take him down. And RQ, and barring an ace clutch from the side of Jit Boys, will be securing themselves an advantage here going into their attacking half.
So a little wry smile from Jit.
Every angle being watched. Yep, flawless fashion.
Util right out front.
2 players here. Flash unable to fully blind up. Jemkin does find 1, but now pushing into the smoke and Tide looking for a little bit more. Solid follow-up kill to be found, keeping this at a 3v3. Meanwhile, Xpero lurking, but Cruz has a read on this and has the shot lined up. Xpero completely caught unawares. A tap of the plant, but not yet being committed to.
Are they going to wrap all the way around?
Might consider it here.
They have plenty of
I
time.
mean, they have the read that this position is going to be encroached upon. So, yeah, I mean, you can see waiting for the retap. Kahlua has that stun prep, but it's not going to come through. But Cruz, once again, wise to this. He's in the perfect position to try to go for the punish.
Yeah, could just get 1 and back off. Ooh, oh, the timing, the timing.
Looks back away.
Oh, the timing.
Peeks back into B. Still, though, getting ready to swing back through. Stays on the angle, wants it to push into him. Crazy Guy will be left on the floor. Cushy trying to fake for it, trying to see if he can get Cruz to advance, to come away with that kill, to bring it to a 1v2, but Cruz does not bite. He has a gorgeous read on this round.
That is just beautiful stuff from Cruz. A+ on the homework. Coming into Lotus. Just had every twist and turn dissected.
They also just have 1 flash left on Crazy Guy. Good Boys peeking out, going to be taken down though, and that's going to be a nice little window of opportunity perhaps to play around with his. Xpero honestly was about to drift in and likely die to Primi, but instead the door tap draws his attention elsewhere. So Primi does eventually find that kill, but not before Xpero picks up a 3rd.
Wants the gun upgrade, but is scared there's someone around the corner. Little does he know.
They'll hear it, now they absolutely know, and he just walks straight into a firing squad.
30 seconds left.
RQ though, not looking to lose any more weapons, and walking his way back in. A timing nearly found, but Primi, I imagine it was a decent little flick there, comes away with a kill. Jit Boys at the same time picked off over a tree. As the A site now opened up, ready for the taking. Double flash out. Monette pulls off the angle right as Primi's up at the peek in. RQ now in control of the site of 4v4 for the retake as Talon. Everybody already in position to get this going.
Yeah, great call there to be aware of the op. Whoever realized it or said it, got Monette, saved his life. See if they can hold the line. Paranoia still to work with for the side of Talon. Oh, doesn't hit a thing.
Yep, instant with the headshot there right before the smoke and bloom, and Crazy Guy mows down the final 3. 1 away from a Rolling Thunder is RQ. He's held in position for the moment. Util going to be waited out. Jit Boys through the smoke, able to just go ahead and find a timing. Not sure if maybe in her footsteps there of Xpero. Either way, finds that kill. Kahlua comes away with 1 himself. But she picking up two. Keeps the round competitive as the spike gets planted, but Jemkin to try to open things up, but as he swings wider and wider, Jit Boys is at the ready. Finds the punish. Monette now alone. Just a Paranoia to work with. A smoke 6 seconds away. Here's the footsteps. Just waiting to see a pixel out of place. Spots 1, but now they know his position. Kind of swings back in for it.
Try to get it with the clone.
Going to check in towards main. Nothing going to be spotted there. Primi. 3 peeks. Finds Crazy Guy outside the door. Jemkin going to be struck down the spike. Now on the floor. Monyet into the corner. Trying to backpedal his Talon. Look for some more. Cushy pushing into B main. Comes away with Cruz. Steel Garden at the ready. Monyet looking for a TP. Picks up that spike. Starts sprinting over towards that C site.
They've got an opportunity to at least get the plant down. Nice to get that ult out.
B side.
Yeah. He's got to be so careful here, though. You have the pit ready. They're going to try to put it in the back corner.
A bit of a shallow one here. It's going to become a very tight-knit scrap.
Well, this is really smart because Talon has to go way around the world to not just give up easy spam lines down this hallway.
Paranoia catching on the 3. Monyet. Oh, first the challenge in, finds Jit Boys. Knocks the Vice down to the floor. Tap through, couple pumps of the shorty. Not much more gonna be found there, but they continue to fall lower and lower, and it's just a matter of time. The HP bars are just not gonna be there for them, so Talon, they call for the scatter, they call for the save. By here at A main, Primi goes sliding forward, but Cushy on the peak. Immediately shuts him down, and now these positions squandered. Scouted is Jemkin. Flashing himself up, but hops back behind Rubble and finds a headshot onto Kahlua. Just the one trade there onto Cushy. Only thing found for Talon. So they might have to consider yet another save here. This economy is not going to be there for them. RQ very well poised to take this now up to map point. I don't. Perhaps some other ideas. It's the smoke out, but doesn't turn from the flash, and it's just frantic panic.
Just great pop flashes from Jemkin. Having a really solid map on the Yoru today. Crazy Guy. Oh, here are the footsteps. He was ready. He just got outdone.
Suddenly, a bit more doable. 2v2, a weapon picked up. Cruz now with a Vandal in hand, not just that Stinger. Poison Orb thrown down, going to be a reroute here.
This feels like one of those pivotal rounds for RRQ.
Yeah, double fight out the back.
Poison orb emitting.
Still a snake bite available here for the side of RRQ. Jit Boys seeing nothing now. I mean, they can fully assess where these players are at, having seen nothing. The wraparound from Xfero, maybe needing to be a little bit faster, but Jemkin's able to find one. Snake bite now at the feet, and there's the 4K for Jemkin. A late flank potentially to come through. Spike crawl around the corner now, going for the plant. Cushy able to find one. Cruz gets the headshot there. Guardian in hand, comes away with one. Crazy Guy going to be taken down. Now the Rolling Thunder going to be in play. Flash is sent to try to just go ahead and stave them off. Monyet's position, keep him protected for the time being. And now Monyet can strike. Swings back in. Kahlua going to be taken down, looking for the spray, looking for the interrupt here on that diffuser. Able to find it. Okay, Jemkin is dead.
There were plans for that.
Looked like for a second he was going to survive with a sliver, but he's going to take it down. Now the push out of the smoke. Cushy able to find one. The trade it back. Monyet getting another. 2v3. Singular upgrade to the Ghost, and both of these players on the side of RQ worlds apart.
Love this pistol round planning from Talon. Even though you're giving up the A side, it looks juicy.
30 seconds left.
Not able to get through because there's a ton of utility being thrown in there. I think 3 assists come through on that Seho kill. It's beautifully drawn up by the Talon boys as they're now going to realize, looks like they did in fact abandon A. Had just enough time to get over here to B.
10 seconds
Get
left.
the spike down. Still a Paranoia to play with for Monyet, but
Spike planted.
beyond that, not much punching power in terms of utility. Gonna have to get it done with a classic and a Ghost.
Pop flash at the ready. Monyet able to turn away. Trying to get some capitalization there, but cannot, but does successfully manage to just go ahead, drift back into the site.
Here.
Player advantage firmly in the hands here of Talon. Did not get isolated and picked off. Monyet back at boats. The push out of the smoke!
Player standing.
He's able to steady that one for the second headshot. Primi, Kahlua both decently low on HP. The swing out stops the plan, stops the defuse, I should say, as Monyet now just playing ring around the rosy! Sliding in towards the main, slow approach, and Primi fast on the taps. Jemkin, Cushy both going to be knocked down. Spike now on the floor. This is going to be the wide swing out from Monette, playing Distract. Lance of Feet finds that kill in the meantime. Crazy guy on the slow approach works his way in towards the site.
30
Does
seconds
do
left.
quite a bit of damage here to Cruz, but cannot confirm the kill. So now a 2v4.
Shadows traveling.
Monette trying to sell this, but they have the tuck now into Wine. Talon in a good spot to just basically keep this 2-2 spread. Now noise going to be heard. Ty just going to be able to go ahead and disrespect his timing. Finds the first, the re-swing, and Kahlua will get a piece there from Boats. Towards Lumber in the meantime. Bit of an attack getting ready to come through onto this A side is Monette. He doesn't cancel it. He sticks it. He's dead.
Well,
Back gen, Chip Boy's able to find one. Chimkin, Crazy Guy, a little bit of a split fire
Spike down.
as
yep. Didn't go good.
we just move on.
Yep. It's them trying to create that extra angle. And just Monette kind of commits.
I think he thought that they just didn't notice and I can stick this, and then they did.
Maybe he thought they were just going to clear him and he was going to go back anyway. I don't know. Hard to say.
Well, Sparrow's dead. And that's us tied up at 2-2. Safer spot, Plant going to be coming through. Jemkin down to 21, eating quite a bit of damage with just that frenzy in hand. Cushy, however, late linger in from mid. Does manage to find Thai, takes him down at range. 4v3 though. This Crazy Guy ends up getting picked apart. Dimensional Drift goes out. Primi on the hunt, pushes forward, spotting one. Monette has somewhat successfully dodged around it until this very moment where he does get spotted. TP's back in towards Hell. Cushy still coming up with value. Comes away with 4. It's on for an ace. Oh, the late lingering Sova to turn the tides of the round. Unreal. Unable to find those tags there. And Ty swinging out from tree, able to find one. Monette couldn't put on the floor. Jim can quick to trade it back. So a bit of a botch there on the ult execution. RQ for now still in control of the site. Is Annihilation goes in, does get the reel in onto one. Xpero trying to play the doorway. Spray to try to just go ahead and break the cocoon, but even if you do, yeah, I mean, he's already dead. As these are just back-to-back insane rounds.
It's been pretty chaotic. Both teams reacted really well to each other.
And widely just squandering their advantages. I mean, somehow that Hunter's Fury combo, I mean, maybe a bit of a curse by calling the best over the league. Doesn't find any value off of that despite the tracking and the scouting from that Dimensional Drift. Crazy Guy, fresh back to the stage. Now needing to pull off the 1v3 to keep the lead here for RRQ.
He's got his salvos.
Oh boy, but he is in such a brutally shallow spot. But he manages to get the transfer. Chip Boy's Primi both going to be taken down. Cruz has to know that he's out on main. Just needs to win the firefight. Shots fly, swings it. Cruz!
Didn't clear the corner.
No, it does not, but the rifle will. To push forward, Monette going to be taken down. That's one of the few rifles that RQ had in play. Now on the floor, the Guardian stranded. Spike going to be picked up. They dodge out on the concuss.
Fake teleport.
Like the proactivity here from Talon. Don't even let RRQ get to post plants. Don't let them get through those chokes. You've got the Sentinel utility. You've got control of the map. Make RRQ earn it. Don't give them the chance like you did in the previous anti-eco where, you just got one Guardian in Cushy's hand and he's able to win the round. So it's just, they're leaving a lot of mid open, but feeling pretty comfortable after thwarting the early attempts.
At the ready, Chip Boy's not getting caught by the shot. As I say that, never mind, bit of a curse. Net there, going to be cleared out. A site now open. 3v3. 2 players nearby, however, to try to get the interrupted. There's Cushy taken down. Ty able to find one. The plant interrupted. Repositioning now, needing to fight their way out from Hell to get this Spike in play, but they're getting.
I like this.
As okay, 4 push and push out, shot down by Cushy in range. Kahlua able to go ahead.
Spike down B.
Trade it back, but still, our operator down on the floor and damage dealt. Kahlua gonna look for a little bit of a later timing. Monette gonna be swinging in. He's perfectly poised and ready. Kahlua shut down. And RRQ firmly in control of this B site.
Spike planted.
I mean, given that there's an op on the floor, the economy that you have,
I think you
they have to
save.
consider for the save now.
I think you save, you grab the op, and you just take it a little bit slower.
Seems like they maybe favor it, at least for the moment, with that Armageddon coming out, buying a little bit more time. The cam there on to Cruz. Paranoia now, everything being sent his way. You're gonna have to consider this more and more. You're running out of time to try to make it happen. Now Cruz is gonna be taken down. The players into committed a position. Jemkin will fall, and Jit Boys here. Looks like they're just gonna try to push their way forward here out of market. Ty gonna be taken down. Just a straight shot from Cushy out through the smoke. Able to find him, but the time is dwindling. 12 seconds. Hunter's Fury opened up. Cruz falling. Kahlua trying to hold the line.
Down B.
Dodges out the shots. This plant being
Time.
stuck. Needs to be stuck, Monyet! He finds that headshot, but does he have it? Just barely does. 0.4 seconds remaining. As Jit Boys ask the clutch, finds the
Tejo util out as well, so.
Oh
no.
Well, tripwire set up. Jit Boys pushing forward towards the window. Is able to find one crazy guy going to be taken down, but Jimkin's there to protect the ghost. Swings in, finds the kill. Cruz one back into his favor here as Monyet does fall. Spike going to be recovered. Kahlua out onto the site, but now the spike is stranded away from him. They know exactly where the vice is. RRQ looking to go 3-1 in pistols.
They're so clean today. Very disciplined. Not going to give him any chances. Take just some crazy shooting here. Okay.
Taps you've ever damn seen. Finds the first one. And on the recon, just trying to get rid of this wall here is Xfero. Over at Alley, the push now getting ready to come through onto the side. Jimkin finding the first, finding the second, finding the third is Cushy.
Spike down B.
Will go ahead, get himself one, but running out of bullets is Primmy. Stunned to the corner is Primmy. Dead is Primmy. A tuck into bitches. Monyet sends the smoke. Oh, and does not squander it. That was looking like it was going to be some grade A USD and prime beat, but does manage to go ahead and find the kill. Does get traded out. Jit Boys finding that singular one, but it's just this back and forth brawl that RRQ are constantly in the advantageous position of. They have the lead, so every single time the pendulum swings, they just continue to be out in front. Ty now stuck, tucked in here, under Cat. The rotate coming in around the back. Xfero should know exactly where he is. Could have gone for the knife, honestly, if he wanted to. Instead,
Brilliant.
as Talon in control of the site. RQ just letting them dump everything. Now we'll look for the retake. They have the dimensional drift. They have an Armageddon of their own, but it's going to be Jit Boys and Ty coming away with some nice kills as Monyet and Cushy both going to be taken down. Cruz up into market, finding one, and the dimensional drift while scouting. He's not going to be seeing much other than likely round loss, but Jimkin has some other ideas. 5 HP, surely not. Even with Kahlua at 1. The swing out, Primmy will go ahead and puts him down. Talon hold on by a thread. Do they expect this though? Net on main, catches a glimpse, and Cruz catches a stray.
Wow.
What a shot from Monyet. Now the Armageddon, the red carpet laid out for him. Oh, blind connecting, exiting on that dimensional drift. Primmy able to find one. Spike over at Switch. Crazy guy on the spray. Just a hair too late to be able to find the punish. They manage to get into position as they try to go for the plant. The salvo's now going to be sent out right at his feet. They interrupt. 15 seconds remaining. No further interruptions to be found here. Spike just down underneath held the swing in. Kahlua finding one. Jimkin put down with Primmy on the trade. Cushy the off. The peak. Kahlua dead. The drop down.